As you can see, I am at Claas. Anyway, we woke up this morning in Harswinkel, which is a hotel not far from the factory. So it's Friday morning. We are now off to the Claas factory. A little bit late because Jamie overslept, but let's go and see what it's all about. So according to the sat nav, we're a minute away, but I kind of expected to be seeing some huge big white buildings by now. I think it's got wrong. So I'm guessing that it's not the. Drop a pin in that, eh? Head to that. Go 4-minute drive. Off we go. If you're watching, Claire, the postcode you gave us was the one for the factory yesterday, but in a Harswinkel postcode. That is why we're lost.
It's not our fault.
It's not our fault. So we're heading in the right direction now. That is, it's like a visitor centre, I think, isn't it? That they were telling us about yesterday.
Is it the greenhouse they call it?
That's at the greenhouse, yeah. And then the factory hopefully is just here, that huge mass. Big sign there saying Claas left, but never mind. That must be one of the original buildings because there's the old logo, which was the bill hook. This is, what's it called? Harswinkel. So we're looking for gate 1. Well, we've got lost, but we found a load of Dominators parked in the field that have obviously just been made. I think a load of Lexions over there, and then even more Jaguars. And then let's go down this road now because there's hundreds. They're all foragers for quite a while. There's loads of them. This is the factory building. It's must be half a mile long probably. It goes on forever. It's obviously right back there. I'm still driving past it. I wouldn't want their electric bill. There's the end of it now. No, it's not. It just goes round the bend. There we go. Gate 1 or tour 1 or whatever that is. There's the factory with all the flags. It's there.
Yeah.
It's telling us to pull up there.
Right.
And there we go.
Right to the right.
And wheels underneath it. Paddy Panther. That is a beast. It's huge, isn't it? Stand next to it, Jamie. It's a monster. So this is the showroom, but they're setting it up for a concert next week. So they've put black drapes everywhere, setting tables out, built a stage. There's some food stuff going in. It's 56 acres I've just converted. It's, what is it, 23 hectares?
Yeah.
Under roof, so that's 56 acres. So me and Jamie just drove up that road and then turned around and came back, and now we are in that building there. It's massive, isn't it? We have been round the factory and I got this really cool time lapse. But there's so much to see in a factory, I cannot fit it all in today's video. So there'll be more from the factory probably tomorrow. But I'm going to show you all the cool stuff we saw afterwards when we went to the farm up the road with the test track, and all the tractors up there and the combines up there. So you can see Jamie combining tarmac. So this is Arnold. This is his farm that Claas are using for their test tracks and things. So he has 1,000 horsepower a hectare.
Ja, so ist das. Hi.
Because he has access to all the Claas machines to use on his farm. Just going to have a look in the cab of this 8800 because it is the new cab. This also is the backdrop shed for when they take pictures for the sales brochures. So that's why there's kind of like white sheets hung up on the wall and huge camera light lens, whatever, I don't know what you call them, light boxes, flash things, flash guns, that's the word. So if they want to take a picture of a new machine, you put it in front of this white sheet, take a picture with that. Anyway, we'll go and have a look inside this for the new cab. The light there, I don't think mine had that. So inside the cab, this seat, passenger seat's a bit different, seems to be like less cluttered. Oh, that's good. Got a little cubby hole down there that stuff can go in and not fall out of. Now I've got footrests as well, your feet on when you're driving. This is pretty similar here. That's new now. We've got some snack cupboards. That's a bit deeper as well. The bottle holder as well's there now, and there's another one there. Done away with the fridge up here, but is that one there? No. Yeah, that's the fridge that side now. That's handy because it means the passenger can reach it without reaching across when they get peckish. And then I presume under here, still the other fridge, which now somehow has got deeper. And then there's more cup and bottle holders and more cubby holes, because you used to put stuff there and it used to fly forwards if you'd stop quick. So yeah, big improvement. And they've narrowed these pillars down as well, so you can see a bit more. Big screen, which is great, although I am going to say, if you imagine that black rim round the edge doesn't display anything, it'd be nice if they could get rid of that, because it would just make it that bit slimmer for looking past when you're looking at the header. But you can swing it round to the side, which is what I sometimes do, so you've got like an uninterrupted view. Steering wheel, looks a little bit different. That doesn't squeak, they normally squeak on them. So they've obviously sorted that out as well. And there's got another screen there which will obviously be for the GPS. And blinds, oh, they're good, because you do get the sun coming in the corners sometimes. And the reversing camera's now over there. Oh, that's probably because the GPS is there. That actually makes a bit of sense. That's the reversing camera, or also the auger camera. So if you imagine you're unloading on this side here, you used to be looking out the side, but your camera then used to be over there, so you'd be kind of like that, backwards and forwards. Whereas now it's up there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Even if it's not for the GPS, that's the better place to put that camera, because you're just looking left all the time when you're emptying. I'm actually really excited now for it coming. Now I've seen inside the cab of a new one. It's going to arrive, well, they're building it in April, so I don't know when it'll arrive. Don't know whether we should drive it back from the factory. I think that'd be quite a good laugh. Don't know how far it is, quite a while though. I'm sure though we could do it for charity, and maybe like raise a bit of money or something as we're doing it perhaps. Just spotted this as well, actually. It's fast charge points for USB. The only thing is though, my phone, I normally have it in a case and it doesn't fit in there very well. And if you put it in there, you can't see it. I feel like it'd be nice if it had like just a little sort of like tray there that we could put on. Oh, there's another charge point as well as a USB point. Yeah. I suppose you can put it in there, but then you can't see it ringing if it's not on loudspeaker perhaps. I've just noticed this. I don't know whether they're all going to come with it, but I presume it's the microphone for the Bluetooth. That is brilliant. I think that back window's now bigger, so you can see into the tank a bit easier. Fact, can you see that? It's got a little hydraulic motor there and an auger stood up that piles the grain up higher in the tank. That's pretty clever. No way. It's even got wipers on the doors. I think that's obviously like not for when it's raining. That's just for moving the dust off the windows. That's pretty good. They could do with putting them on the mirrors though, because the mirrors do get pretty black and dusty when you combine them. But this is the bit I'm most excited about, the angleable auger. Anyway, I've climbed up on top so I can show you inside the cab. Not the cab, the tank, because I want to show you that pilot auger. How clever is that? So that just pushes it up higher and higher and higher so you can get more in the tank. I think the tank on mine is probably only like comes to about there, but this is obviously a lot taller, so that's why it has this secondary auger pushing it up to pile it up. But that is like the size of a grain trailer. Just worked it out, so that panel obviously is more than half the width of the machine when it folds in, whereas mine it sort of goes to about there and then they meet in the middle. But if you look what they've cleverly done, they've put a little line in it there so that this one goes in first and then the other one laps over the top, and that's how they managed to get that extra foot of height where that auger takes it up higher to give you more capacity in the grain tank. So Jamie is now driving that little combine round the track with the header on. So it's a little bit windy. The sensor bar's sensing the floor. Lifting the header up and down. This is the Treon on TerraTracks. So I thought it might be similar to the old Lexion underneath, but it actually isn't. It's a completely new design. But it is. This has got a rotor in it, this one. Yeah, so yes, this one is a single rotor 740 Treon. On tracks. Yeah, so up to a 730 Treon is a single rotor, and then above that is a twin rotor. And then obviously you go to the Lexion, which are all twin rotor. They've even got some of these little wheel Torions, is it pronounced? Torion, yeah? Or T-Orion. It's a little articulated loading shovel. And then this one gets a little bit bigger, then a little bit bigger again with a boom on, which is pretty handy. This is also articulated. And then you get to this beast. That is massive. So these are made by Lebar for them. That'd be good if it had a boom on. Well, it's actually probably very good now because it has got a fair bit of height about it. They're selling a lot of these now to people that do a lot of silage. So the idea is they can, if they have a problem at harvest, they've only got to call one dealer, because Claas are giving them the... Claas can supply the tractors for the trailers, the foragers, all the equipment to rake it all up, and also the shovels as well to get the harvest in. Apparently they're a harvesting company, not a machinery manufacturer, I think is what they told us yesterday. They specialise in getting people's harvest in the shed where it's worth money, or even just the silage pit. I mean, there's even a rake in here. Looks quite small, the rake next to all the other machinery, but it's a 6 metre twin rotor rake. It's quite clever actually, that one. It's one rotor on the front and one rotor on the back. Normally they're side by side. Don't know what the idea of that is, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. Also, here's the mowers, and that is a pretty big mower. That must be 4 metres, easy. See how it's to fold up on a diagonal so it's not too high to go down the road. This is a standard cutter bar, not a flex header like I'm getting. But can you see that little ram in the middle and the little arrow? Well, you can lift this up and down the auger to get the best crop flow you can as you're going through it from the cab. Back to the factory now for something to eat. We're just in the offices now, and they've got palm trees and real trees, and then doors even open up so they can drive combines in and display them in here and do presentations and show them off to different people and different customers. A bit like the Google offices, isn't it? Just going to show you these models. 8900 with a bendy auger and a conveyor header. 6900, 750, little one on tracks. And then them beasts. So rumour has it there's a bigger one of them coming out. And there definitely is, because we've seen it. Look at these toys. Little tedder. Yes. Before me and Jamie go, I think we need to thank everyone that showed us round. So Ollie, Karina, and Trevor. So everyone that's been watching also needs to thank them, so you can thank them in the comments. And also, if anyone is watching the videos and does want to buy anything from Claas, Trevor said, was it 7.5% discount?
That's your commission. That's your commission.
But anyone that watches the videos.
No discount today.
No, 7.5% it is anyway. If you want to buy it, just mention me when you go into the Claas dealership. Look at his face.
It's not true. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
So Jamie's going to drive. I'm going to edit what you've just watched. My hair's gone fluffy again. We are now leaving the factory. Absolutely amazing tour. There was only 2 of us on it, which probably made it even better because we got really in amongst the action. Whether it was the powder coating or on the roof, looking at where they store all the panels before they drop them down. But I can't thank Trevor enough for making it happen. So amazing. And also Claire back at home that sorted it all out. And a big thanks to Ollie that showed us around yesterday and today. And I can't pronounce her name, Karina as well, that showed us around today. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
We are now nearly at the airport to fly home. I've got so much footage from inside the factory, but it's going to take a lot of editing, so you'll get that over the weekend. But thanks for watching, and here is Ian with the birthday bumper.
Chip is broken, a bit like Rob's heart when the pipe went. We have Matthew Page and Emma Gallard. That's with love from George and Bailey. Happy birthday to you two. Richard Senior is 54. Ashley Cabana is the big 3-0. Roger Bubba Jones is 68. Susie Edmund is 49. Tom Everett is 24. And finally, Fred Forster, watching us every single night before bed, is 1. If you want to be on a bumper, as always, scan that QR code, and there's also a link under every single video.